Good morning. It's lovely to connect with you today. I'm Leanne Peters. I'm from Temple of Balance, and I'm here to create a video of support and healing, hopefully for you. So I trust you've been led here for a reason. I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia, where it is Friday the 6th, I think, of January. And it's exactly 11:33 a.m., which is cool. So welcome. I trust that you're having a good day and that things are flowing well for you at this time. So I want to send out a big extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light members, and those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So my intention in being here now is I have no idea. The only thing that I do know is that I'm going to pull a healing energy card and we'll see what that is, and I'll chat about it. And then I'm going to play my quartz singing bowl, and then I'm going to pull another card to go. So that will be in about 15-ish minutes, depending on how much I have to say, I guess. So I'm going to start by pulling a card, and I'm just looking for a card, the best card that the majority of us need now, right now at this time of connection. Hi, Loretta. Lovely to see you. So if you're watching later at the replay, that includes you. So if this resonates, then it's for you. Take on board what resonates and let the rest go. So the best card the majority of us need right now during this time of healing and support is this card here. And it's this card here. It's card 17 called Time Tunnels. It's in the action category, and down here it says, lessons from your past can unlock your potential future. Karmic healing, fear of the unknown, allow time to heal, courage, wisdom, and freedom. So this is about unlocking our issues and ties and wounds and stuff that we carry from the past, to release that so that we can unlock our potential future. It's almost like the key to our future is by unlocking something in the past. It's almost like a game, like if we want to move forward and we want to open some chests on the way, that the keys are held in the past. So we've got to, in this card, it's suggesting that we need to look back. We need to look back and see what's the issue here, what's the underlying issue or problem, what are the wounds that we carry from the past that contribute to our insecurities or limitations that we carry with us today. So the key in moving forward in regards to this card is looking back. So let's look back. Let's look back. Let's find the courage to look back into the past and see what is the issue that we do carry and what is the underlying issue. If there's a lot there, sometimes we might think, or you might be feeling this now, that there's just so much back there that I don't even know where to start. There is usually a common thread that connects all these issues together. So what I like to do is get my journal out and write down all the problems that I have right now, especially in this case, my problems with my past. What are the issues that I have that are loud and prominent in the front of my mind right now? And listing those, whether it's 3 things, whether it's 30 things, and then reading back through and looking for the common thread. What is the common issue that's underlying all of these things? It could be trust issues. A trust issue, for example. It could be, and one of the big ones I see mostly for myself and in others that I have connected with in the past are separation issues. That there is a part of us, a deep part of us that fears separation. And I feel like, this arises in us a lot throughout our life through separation or issues that we have with people in relationships or friendships and things that happen, betrayals and trust issues or things that happen in relationships like that. But I also think it comes down to our birth and, being separated from our mother figure, our mother that gave birth to us. Also, separation in past lives, separation from those, pulled away from those that we've loved. And I really feel that separation issues come back, all the way back to our separation from source or separation from the creator. So separation issues run deep, and in many instances, actually, that can be the common thread. If we find ourselves really insecure and feeling really alone in the present, then that can also point back to separation issues. And if we look back in our past and we see all these issues that we have around parent figures, perhaps that abused us or did wrong by us, or relationships that have failed, or things that, that actually, if we look at them simply and if we look at the underneath issue of them, that they probably point to something like separation. And it's really difficult to move forward when we have separation issues, because we continue to carry that baggage with us moving forward, and we have this kind of filter, this unconscious filter, that we continue to attract these separation issues as well. So we continue to have failed relationships, or we continue to have these issues that keep highlighting that separation issue that we carry from long past. So I seem to be talking a lot about separation issues at this time, but I do feel it's really important. We'll know too if we're feeling really separated in our body, because we will feel, depends how sensitive you are in your body at this time, but we can tend to feel it in our body. So our hips and shoulders can tend to be out of alignment, and we can feel quite often when I'm connecting with people who have deep separation issues that are playing out at the present time, it can feel like the whole body is split, like a split trunk of a tree down the middle, and we can feel really divided, really at conflict with ourselves. It's also very draining on our energy as well when we have separation issues playing out big time. So separation or past issues is what we're looking at to help provide the key that we need to unlock our future. So if you don't know where you're going, if you're unclear about the direction that you're taking, if you feel uncertain or insecure about your current situation, but especially your future, I keep pointing to the right because I feel like the path goes that way for our future, then you might need to look back into your past. So Time Tunnels is our card. I see a lot of people have just joined us now because it was very slow to let people know that I was here, but welcome everybody. So the card we're working with is Time Tunnels. It's the action card, so it's about being proactive, about looking back so that we can look forward. And sometimes we need to look back and face those issues that we have, those wounds that we carry, so that we can resolve them, heal them, be at peace with them, carry the lesson as the key in our now to help us unlock our future and potential future moving forward. So I'm going to play the singing bowl, the crystal quartz singing bowl. This is aligned with the throat chakra, which can be quite confronting. It's aligned with our communication skills, our expressive skills, of course, but also it's aligned with our truth and feeling safe to speak our truth, feeling safe and comfortable to be who we are. A few years ago now, I guess, I couldn't have sat here even saying that here on a live video stream. In fact, I couldn't have really said this at all to anybody, even myself. So over the last 30-ish years, I've dedicated a lot of time to building up my sense of security and confidence in the truth of who I am. So you might see me doing videos like this, and I've come through feeling confident in what I'm saying as well. If I don't, I certainly say, and it's usually an unconfident or scattered energy that's around. But coming through with clarity like this, with no script and no plan, has taken me a lot of effort and hard work personally to get to this point. And when I first started getting clearer about myself, I would sit and do this via internet radio with a script. And then the script started changing into key points. And then the script started vanishing. And then I started doing videos. And this is over the period of the last sort of 15-ish years. So sitting here confidently in this moment, in myself and in my skin, and with the words that I'm speaking, and feeling comfortable and safe to do so in this public way, it has not always been like this. I was a very suppressed, unconfident young person, I felt. I didn't have any idea how I felt, and I certainly could not put words to describe it. So the throat chakra is about finding this confidence and this sense of security in our own skin, with our voice, and being who we are. And if that's something that you are perhaps resolving from your past, then maybe that's why I need to talk about it now. So I'm going to play the singing bowl, and what I suggest, if it resonates, is for you to maybe sit in your body, sit in yourself, sit in your breath. So connect with yourself in this moment and think about what's loud as far as issues that you're dealing with at this time right now. And as you consider and sit in those, maybe consider just reflecting back on the past. When did you first feel this way? When did this start for you? When did you feel it last? Or how many times have you felt this way, if that's applicable to you? And sitting back in your past and just drifting back in there to see maybe what you carry from your past that's affecting you now, and maybe helping or contributing to your insecurities now. And yes, we might be wanting to move forward. You might be looking for direction and clarity for your future. But until that's resolved, that will unlock the future path of where we want to go. So take a nice big breath. I'm going to play the singing bowl. There's nothing you can do wrong. Just listen, take some big deep breaths, follow the suggestions that I made if that resonates with you, or just be here and receive whatever it is that you need. Nice big breath. Can you let go of those things that you carry, the burdens that you carry, the insecurities and limitations that you feel, those separation issues? Can you, once they're revealed to you, can you let them go and bring their lesson forward to help you become a better version of yourself as you move forward? What has the past taught you about yourself, or about the type of person you do or you don't want to be? And then carrying that information, that part of you, forward into the next step with confidence and clarity, and a sense of trusting in yourself that you are going in the right direction and you are making the right decisions, and everything is as it needs to be for your highest truth. And if you don't like it, then what can you do about it to set you up for the future? If life is difficult and miserable for you, what can you start doing? What steps can you take to free yourself? beautiful. Love this bowl. It's a singing bowl. And I trust it stirred in something for you or supported you in moving forward. If you did just join in, I was playing it and speaking in regards to this card. Time tunnels. Unlocking the future. To unlock the future, the key is in the past. So thank you. I'm going to pull a card to go. Before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button or show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you would like to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. If you're watching on Facebook, please hit the follow button. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. You will find pretty much all the videos I do on my website under the video tab. That's templeofbalance.com.au. So if you ever, God forbid, take a break from Facebook, or if Facebook hides my videos, I'm doing them a couple a week for the most part, then please have a look directly on my website. Don't rely on your news feed on Facebook to show you everything, because it doesn't. So if you need a bit of Temple of Balance, or you need a bit of support and healing, you know where to find me. Please visit my website, templeofbalance.com.au, and you can learn more about me there. You can find some heaps of resources and support for you, and check it out if you're interested. All right, let's grab a card to go. So I'm looking for the best card that the majority of us need now for what's next. So I'm thinking the next 24-ish hours and how we can resolve or work through or explore the things that have already been spoken about. So it's going to be connected. So the best card the majority of us need for the next 24-ish hours, action card maybe, is this. Ooh, okay, we've got card 96 called Raw Emotion. It's in the depth category. And down here it says, new hope entering after a period of sadness, loss or disappointment, a broken heart, grief, everything will work out, trust in the bigger picture. Now this is looking at the past. So some of us, maybe you, might feel courageous enough to look head on, face on, heart on into your past. Maybe you're wanting to do things in your life. Maybe you've been wanting to move forward and you're wanting clarity and direction and purpose and meaning. And maybe you've been struggling to feel it and find it in any way that sticks. And if that is the case and you find yourself time and time again wanting to focus forward, just getting a handle of things and then things fall apart again, if you find yourself keep wanting to go forward but you keep hitting a brick wall, then look to the past. Because you can only go forward as far as the chain of your past holds you in place. So if you've got a chain, if I imagine it like a dog, let's say, chained to a fence, and you've got a length of chain, and let's say the dog's got a collar on, so the chain's connected to the dog's neck, and it's pinned to a point on the fence. Well, that point for us is like the point of in the past, where the wound happened, the trauma happened, the issue happened. It could be a long way back. It could be just a few weeks ago. Although more recent things don't tend to be chain us up quite that much. So it's usually something maybe from, unless it's something big, maybe from a year or so past. And that's the point of the length of the chain. And we might be traveling along quite okay, still perhaps struggling. But then we reach a point where we want more. We want to reach for more. We want that bone over there. But the bone is just out of our reach in regards to the length of the chain. So we find that we keep wanting this and we keep going for it, but then we hit obstacle. And then we try another side and we hit another obstacle. And we can only go as far forward as the length of this chain. So there reaches a point where we keep getting caught up or held back time after time after time, where we need to actually look back at where this chain is pinned there and unpin it or remove the chain completely, so we have free rein to move forward. So this happens more often than you might think, and you might be carrying a chain or two yourself. So if you find yourself just wanting to go forward, but you can't, and you just continue to hit problems, then my suggestion is to look back in the past. So that's also connected with the card we had before, time tunnels. And then in relation to this card, we're being encouraged to look back at the past, especially at the emotion that we have, the raw, deep, wounded things, and find courage to look back there to where that chain is pinned down, to that moment where that thing happened, whatever it was. And the emotion that we feel from that, we might feel something similar again, as a way to bring it to the surface, to resolve it, to release it, and then carry the strength, whatever it is that we've personally received, that we've learned, forward into the future. Then we might find that, hey, we move forward, we're waiting for the chain to strangle us, but it doesn't, because we've let it go. And then we can move forward and we can move beyond the length of that chain. So it's suggesting that we're going to need to face this. If this rings true to you, if this speaks to you personally, and it feels like I'm speaking directly just to you, then you may need to find the courage in the next day or so to look back and to feel the rawness of emotion and feeling that you have, of the loss, of the grief, of the wound or the trauma or whatever it is that really keeps you pinned back and held back in the past. If you really want to and you really feel that it's time for you to move on, then you're going to need to look at it. So find courage to look at it, face it. Hope is coming in, light is coming into this dark part of your past that you keep holding, but you keep ignoring or avoiding because you don't want to face it. It still stays as a part of you. It's still buried there somewhere. So can you face that now? Can you feel the feeling and explore that, look into it, release it, let it go, cut that chain, pull the pin, get the collar off, whatever it is that you need to do that resonates. Release yourself from the cage that you've been trapped in from the past so that you can move forward. It's all about moving forward right now, and we can't do that if we're pinned down and tied and chained back in our past. So raw emotion will probably come up. It's going to happen. It happens with us all as we face the past, especially the really painful things, and it might feel like we're walking into the fire. But if we face it and we feel the emotion, we might have buried it for years. If we feel that, write in our journal perhaps what we're feeling as well. Get that anger out, get that frustration, get that sadness out. And then it will change, it will move. Because remember, the emotions want to be in motion. They want to move. So feel that bank up of feeling. Write and express it in your journal. Cry the tears. Rage your fists at the world or at the person that hurt you, or whatever you need to do in a constructive way. Then let the energy wane, because it will then relax, and then you can release. You can cut the cords, you can cut the ties, you can cut the chains, and then that will likely free you more than you could ever imagine moving forward. If you truly want to be free, if you truly want to move forward and you're truly ready for that, then you're going to need to face that raw emotion. You can trust in the bigger picture, and you can trust that it's all going to work out. Have courage to feel. So I trust that resonates, and it's probably not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. So hopefully this resonates and supports you. Do what you feel is right, and have a great rest of your day. I'll be back to share with you again soon. Take care. Namaste.